Kenya. Oh my God. Kenya just gave us 3 minutes. I don't even know if this was 3 minutes. I don't know about y'all, but I've been waiting 3 days. And she gave us 3 minutes. Like the video's intro plays. I got a lot to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I want to make it make one.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
I remember when Candy Hair used to look like this. I fly above. I fly above. I fly. No, that what you? No, I fly above.
Okay. So, let's get into some things real quick. I don't go back and forth with people in the comment section. I see that some of the straight shooters were in Kenya's comment section going off for me. You don't have to, because I'm going to break this down real quick. I said, Kenya gave us what we were expecting to be like a live with questions answered. She gave us like 1 minute and 30 seconds. I said her point was valid. Let me show you guys what I said in the comments. I said her point was valid, but I expected it at least 15 minutes. And then this person says, you're such a hater. Get out of these women's comment section. You made money off the pain of these ladies enough. Let me explain something to you and how this actually works. There's a reason that Spilly Boy TV and Scotty by Nature and Jamie That's Me and Bondi Blue get gift baskets and things from these reality stars. It's because we move the conversation along. It's the subs who see things and don't quite know. Sometimes things are taken so literally. They're not gauging or understanding the fact that as content creators, Andy Cohen, Kenya Moore, Porsha Williams, all of these people want commentary on what they're doing. It is still their job, and we move the needle. So it's always so funny to me when people get so upset because they think that maybe you said something about their favorite that they didn't like. At the end of the day, it's a job for these people. It's based on their real lives, but it's a job. It's a reason that you meet the Kenya Moores, you meet the Dr. Heavenlys, you meet the Mariahs, you meet the Ninis, all of these people, they are symbiotic relationships. But I don't have to get in a comment section and explain that because I already know it, just like Kenya knows it. That's why Kenya is now on YouTube. That's why Candy Speak on It has legs and it grew to Shamia, to Porsha, to Karen Huger when she wasn't in jail. I'm just saying, this is what Bravo wants. It's why Bravo invites certain content creators to BravoCon and Bravo Fest and all of those other things. Like, that's just what it is. I don't have to that's not even memes making sense. That's just the reality of some shit. D Hen says, now I love me some Kenya Moore, but you will not be playing in our faces like this. What the F is 1 minute and 30 second BS? Girl, bye. So I was waiting too because I am a Kenya Moore fan. I've always said that Kenya Moore is my favorite housewife. I may not cover Bravo really anymore, but she's my favorite housewife. I love Kenya Moore, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel like I'm going to call it like I see it. So this was the teaser, y'all. But unlike what that person said who doesn't actually know me but watches my channel or knows about me, which is strange, I'm going to do you one better. Just like I did for Latasha Scott, when people did not know that she had a video out or her single was out, I promoted it. So I'm going to promote Kenya Moore's actual YouTube channel, which is growing, and it's growing fast. I'm just going to help where I can, if I can. So I'm going to promote it since I'm not a Kenya fan and I'm not wanting to see the best for this lady who I like. I even bought her hair products. I mean, I don't know what else people want. But okay, let's see. This is what Kenya had to say, y'all.
Screaming, and it was then that I heard her say the following words. That's why I keep a for like you. You didn't hear it. I heard it. It didn't make the edit. We're 3 weeks into filming, and this girl we don't know is threatening to unalive me.
Hold on really quick. Somebody said, why aren't people Housewives parodies? Why are people not understanding that this was a teaser trailer? Because that's not what it was promoted as. Initially, it was supposed to be an Instagram live where she had comments from her fans, Team Twirl, and she was going to answer them directly. And I believe that was like either Wednesday or Tuesday of this week. And then last minute, she pushed it back to Friday. It is now a teaser trailer because she put this in the comment section. I mean, she put this as a description of the video. You asked, she answered, and then she went back for more. We had to run it back and address a few new developments, but trust, this teaser is just a taste of what's to come. The full video is on the way and even juicier than we expected. So that's why people don't understand it was a teaser trailer, because that's not what it was supposed to be, to my knowledge. But you could, Housewives parody, let me know if something changed. But okay.
Live interview where Andy asked her, did she have a and she said, oh no, I didn't have a well, I have proof otherwise. Investigate that night, everyone went home. But weeks later, you want to say, oh, we had an investigation and found that you weren't in violation of the policy. Hey, did you have a night? No, okay, investigation closed.
Now that is a little bit of tea. So on Neighborhood Talk and Shade Room, I posed the question, what type of actual investigation did you have? Because if you did not go that night and search Britt Eady's person, her husband's person, her assistant's person to see if they had a weapon, and or go out to the car, search underneath the seats and the trunk to make sure that they don't have a pistol in the car, then that's not a full investigation. So the fact that Kenya is saying this makes perfect sense to me. I'll let you guys hear it again in this 1 minute clip.
Say, oh, we had an investigation and found that you weren't in violation of the policy. Hey, did you have a night? No, okay, investigation closed. Any place that it will put people in danger and say you have a gun and not be committing a crime. That's not a crime. That's not against policy. I'm just asking the question. That happened on Beverly Hills. You think she would be in jail or punished? Or
no, Rodney the Voice said that in his review. I think that Kenya might have had a viable claim legally, especially employment law claim, had she not done what she did by exposing the girl sucking D. I think she probably had a good chance at getting a claim going.
Out of a job? You think if she had said that to Kyle or Teresa Giudice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job?
No.
I'm just asking.
My job, you can't do that. Nobody else's job, you can do that. Let me see. I saw somebody messy in the chat saying something about Phaedra. Didn't Kenya threaten to pow Phaedra? Okay. Ahova, since you are a housewife historian. Technically, Phaedra had threatened her with, I think it was either her Phaedra stun gun. I think she had a stun gun. And so her response to that was she has her own weapon. But she was in her house with her assistant or her best friend at the time when she said it, not technically on set with the person she was getting into it with. I don't think that Phaedra should be able to bring a stun gun to a reunion. I don't think that Croy Bierman should be able to bring an actual pistol to a reunion. Bravo has some culpability here, in my opinion. A-Hova with your messy ass.
Question. And you may end up having to delete this, but I'm going to say it. You tell me if it's too harsh, but where I'm from, that's why the decision was made. Leave me alone. The person likely will leave you alone. And they certainly wouldn't be going around playing victim. They would just go on about their business and find another target. That's that.
So I'll let you guys hear it all the way through.
She was yelling and screaming, and it was then that I heard her say the following words. That's why I keep a for like you. You didn't hear it. I heard it. It didn't make the edit. We're 3 weeks into filming, and this girl we don't know is threatening to unalive me. A live interview where Andy asked her, did she have a and she said, oh no, I didn't have a well, I have proof otherwise. Investigate that night. Everyone went home. But weeks later, you want to say, oh, we had an investigation and found that you weren't in violation of the policy. Hey, did you have a night? No. Okay, investigation closed. Any place that it will put people in danger and say you have a gun and not be committing a crime. That's not a crime. That's not against policy. I'm just asking the question. That happened on Beverly Hills. You think she would be in jail or punished or out of a job? You think if she had said that to Kyle or Teresa Giudice or any other housewife on any other show, do you think she would still have a job? I'm just asking the question. And you may end up having to delete this. But
they would not be like, you couldn't even utter the word weapon on Beverly Hills. So whether you like Kenya or not, at the end of the day, somebody threatening you with a weapon should be taken seriously. And I think we can all agree on that, whether you like her or not. Now we can debate Kenya's response to that by showing her sucking D and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure we'll find out more. I do not believe that the girl was underage, but I still feel, even as a fan of Kenya, she was wrong for showing the D pics. Or somebody sucking D, especially on this particular cast where, you know, some of them probably have sexted and taken videos. They are not going to take that lightly because they probably felt like they might get it next. But yeah.
But I'm going to say it. You tell me if it's too harsh, but where I'm from, that's why the decision was made. Leave me alone. The person likely will leave you alone. And they certainly wouldn't be going around playing victim. They would just go on about their business and find another target. That's that. You want the truth? That's the truth.
Okay, so somebody put in the comments, Lexi Lean says, Kenya has a second clip on her Insta. She called the cops. So let's see. Hopefully there's no music. Okay.
911, what's your emergency?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
911, what's your emergency?
Yes.
I don't know if she can sue, country. I don't thanks, Lexi Lean. Now that we know that she called the cops right after it happened, I mean, does that change anything for anybody? Why does she need to be quiet? If it happened to you, would you be quiet? Hell no. But I think if it happened to me, I would just be setting up my employment lawsuit right then. If it happened, I would be setting up. If I was Kenya, I would have let the fans rally around her because Britt was absolutely wrong. And I would be preparing to sue them the minute that they ever let me go. And it would go right back to me feeling like my personal being was in danger. That's exactly what I would have done. It's like if a Lamborghini or a Bentley or a Rolls Royce hit you, you go ahead and you grab that little thing from underneath your seat and you roll around on the ground, talk about you in pain. That's exactly what I would have done. I would have real quick. Sin says, I still have hope for Kenya. I don't think Bravo will have Britt back. And clearly, with the words Bravo used, we ended filming with Kenya this season. Definitely meant something. I don't think Andy likes Kenya, to be honest with you. I don't think Andy likes Kenya at all, but I think Kenya is vital to the show. She's an integral part of the show. Whether, she's polarizing, sure, but she is there for a reason. To be honest, I don't think Andy didn't like Kenya since Kenya told him to spit out his gum at a reunion. And he said, it's okay, I swallowed it. And she says, I'm sure that's not the first time you said that. He wrote in his book that was one of the times he was most offended in his life or something like that. So I don't think there's any love lost with him and Kenya, but I don't think I would watch the show if she got kicked off. Rich Blonde Bombshell said, not people not understanding that Britt did threaten her, but when people say your mama, people take that and go low. Oh, you talking about Heavenly. Seabree says that snippet wasn't proof. Angela can take Kenya's place. Angela's good. From what I've seen, Angela's pretty good, but I don't think she could be a good replacement for Kenya. I'm definitely gonna share her link. I'm gonna put the link to her video, what we just reviewed, in the description, and I'm going to share the link. Now, Porsha has come out and said that Kenya is fired. Do we believe that? Porsha is now also a YouTuber. She's doing mukbangs. She said on the video in between her and Dennis, talking about PJ, or Dennis coming to pick up PJ, that Kenya was fired. Are we believing that Kenya is fired? And do you guys want to see Porsha doing mukbangs? I'm not so invested in Porsha doing mukbangs. I'm not gonna lie. Love on High said Kenya is not as innocent as she wants people to think. She's good at trying to get people off the show. Kenya dishes it but can't take it. I mean, that's fair. Everybody's not a fan. I like her, but I know everybody is definitely not a fan of hers. Oh, y'all are saying yes, she's fired. No, I don't. So you think Porsha is lying again? I don't know who said this. I don't know if it was Gabor or Rodney, but basically, she's doing this so she can still show off this house before Simon come back. That's exactly what this is. Who sits there and does a whole mukbang with Church's chicken in an $8 million or a $7 million house? Oh, Kenya's a goner? I saw that clip. Kenya really did call cops, and Network did nothing to reprimand Britt. Take everything Porsha says with a grain of salt. Don't you need a warrant to check their car? Just ask them. Well, it's not a cop. It's your employer saying, hey, we need to see. I would feel a way if you threaten somebody with a weapon. Your employer says, well, can we just check your car to make sure it's not the case? And you say no. Then I would feel like you probably do have a weapon. That would make me even more suspicious. Of course, the content creator who hates Porsha and them said that. Who's the content creator who hates Porsha? Don't put it in my chat. Nope, I take it back. So, don't take it. I do not put it in my chat. I don't know. I'm in it. I'm not in it. That's my fault. Y'all, I don't know at this point. I'll be here when Kenya decides to put out something else. But until then, I like you. You're my favorite, but I'm a little disappointed. This was a minute and 30 seconds, and we've been waiting for this for 3 days now. So Kenya says she has more. She has evidence, and she has evidence that Britt did have a weapon in the car. So I'm going to be tuned in. I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely going to be tuned in. I root for Kenya to still be on the show, but I understand my subscribers who really don't care for her. That's the point of an ensemble cast. People you're going to like, people you're not going to like. And for me, I just happen to like Kenya. So the evidence better be good. Now, I agree with you. I agree with you. Not an Instagram stunt. Sin says, on prenup, it says she only has 3 years in the home after filing. She doesn't have long. Well, if it was me, I'd be taking every photo I could too. I'm not even gonna lie. $7 million house is not easy for anybody to come by. From what I saw, the house is beautiful. Do what you do, Porsha. I will support you. In fact, I will link Porsha's video in the description of this video, as well as Kenya. And then tomorrow I will do a separate community post with Kenya's Instagram. With Kenya's YouTube link. And you can subscribe to her, follow her, let her know Mim sent you. I support the lady, even if Team Twirl does not like me and was windmilling with the straight shooters in the comments section. I'm always going to be me. I'm still a fan of some of these people. And just because I have a YouTube channel does not mean that you won't see me in people's comments or in people's lives enjoying whatever entertainment they're providing. So I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for normal stuff. I can't wait on Kenya, because she might give me another minute and 30 seconds. So have a good night. I'm pretty sure Gabor and Rodney going to have some stuff to say on it tomorrow too. So have a good one.